Forgot to hit the notification, Kale, but you guys are here for the Raw Report. How y'all doing, everybody? Ultra Maximus here on this Wednesday, March 31st. New comic book day. This is kind of like a presser pre-show. If you don't know what the presser is, I'll familiarize yourself here in just a moment. But welcome to the Raw Report, everybody. It is time for some pickups and some mail call. You guys like that kind of stuff, right? I hope so. What is good? Sweet, you can watch before I go to work. Performance review. Oh boy, that's a big thing. Let me now put the phone on silent. How y'all doing? Let me get the volume down here. So, welcome to a Raw Report, everybody. I'm Ultra. How y'all doing? I got a couple people in the live chat. What's up, Yee? Good to see you. And performance review at work is kind of just a little bit of a big deal. So I hope you do well. Get that promotion, buddy, and or upgrade in salary, whatever it takes. Just as long as it's ethical and honest, and you can look upon yourself doing it for a living. So, all right, let's not beat around the bush here, everybody. This is a Raw Report, and basically, I'm not doing it with my other StreamYard stuff, the Streamlabs stuff, the OBS, because it was just 65% CPU usage and some video skipping and some other stuff. So I wanted to get a clean episode out. So that's where we are today. So here's my Raw Report. These are my pickups. Now, I saw a couple of shops reporting that they do not have a new comic book day today and they are closed. Well, guess what? My LCS got 2 boxes, and then the other LCS, by the time I made it there, did not have a lot of the stuff that I was looking for. So here's what I do have, and this is accumulated since last pickup day. So we'll just get into this, show you guys some cool things. So I was able to nab one of the Mark Brooks Jokers. So this Mark Brooks Joker is the qualifier variant. For my real tight friends who know, they were like, "What are you looking for? Why are you looking for a cable so rough, man?" Because I was looking for one that had the minimum amount of the imperfection line that ran across it. So it did have a big old printer error. If you notice, there's a lot of affected copies out there. And a lot of the stores that I dealt with had an affected copy. This one is the lightest line that I've been able to see. It's just ever so slightly like right over here by the 4, but it's definitely not across the cover like all the others. So I picked it up. That book also went second print, so I got a second print on the way. The second print, of course, sold out at the seller that I was looking at. So new comic book day again today. I was left to dive in the back issue bins. Oh, and looky what I found in these bins. So I hope you guys know what this is. This is the 1 in 50 Daughterman variant for X-Men #1. Very similar to that Rogue variant for Excalibur number, I think 17 or 18, can't remember. Yeah, I'm looking at a stack of other books. I can't remember that one right now. So this was also in the back issue bins. For you X collectors and you Marauders fans, it's a kind of a cool cover, right? All pirates. I believe that's the 1 in 25 for issue number 2. And then for all my drunken sharks out there, for everybody who follows us on Drunken Chat, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. It's some wicked stuff that you do over there for us. By my own spec, of course. Elizabeth Torque, everybody. That's Spider-Man #4 villains variant. So, yeah, saw a nice little copy. And, of course, I could not leave it behind. Continuing to put together sets of this. And then I mean, yeah, that's a couple of weeks old, right? Because basically the pickups that you're seeing here are books that I was able to locate in other places. Now, okay, so I got 2 of each, and I want to talk about those last. So let me put those over there. But so today, so with the shortage of books at the other LCS, at the second stop, I was able to nab Department of Truth issue number 7 to secure myself a copy. Then also, let's see, what else did I get here? Are they in order? Heck no, they ain't in order. Continuing on with the late prints, Department of Truth issue number 2, then issue number 3 in the third printings, and then last one on the shelf at the second LCS. I was very, very lucky to grab this Department of Truth number 6 second printing. And then, like I said, I wanted to talk about these last because I went through stacks. This store still had stacks of this book on the shelf, and this is the other LCS by me. So I went through the stacks, and I'm like, man, DC really has some printing problems, and I want you guys to pay attention to your DC books a little bit closer when you're picking them up, and I'll talk to you about what that is here in just a second. But I hit a score, I think you could say, because I got 2 of each. So out last week and went to second print. Nightwing 78s. Those are the A covers. And again, I had to go through a stack of those to find 9.8 contenders, right? And then, of course, got the variant. So on these DC books, and what you're looking for is down the spine side, where the actual fold is right here. These books have 2 spines, basically 2 spine creases. You have the one crease for the fold if it has like a hard fold on it, and then you have another crease that's basically mirroring it, as if going through the folding machine, a cover got hung up. And then we got Wiki Fodder right here with the raw report. See, first coming in 79 and 80 also. So a bunch of first appearances coming through that Nightwing series. 78 went second print because it was super low ordered. If you are local to me, shoot me a message through IG, and I'll tell you what store has some 78 first prints still on the shelf, but they only got 1 variant left, and it was because it's the one I put back because it had that double spine crease, and I did not want to take it home. Did not want to take it home. So that rounds out my pickups for the past week, except for the mail call stuff. Now, the mail call is a little tricky. So I've got a book that I'm sending back to the sender. So tried to buy a raw copy of a book, and he felt really bad about being out of stock, that he sent me a CBCS 9.8 signature series of it. And I don't really do signature books. Like, I'm more blue label guy. Like let's just be honest. I'd rather personally get personalized books signed and meet the artist if that's still feasible. Like, obviously, if the artist has passed on, like if I went after like a Stan Lee signature or something like crazy big, it would probably be, I'd probably have to, obviously go after a book that I can't get signed personally. I took the opportunity to meet Stan Lee at MegaCon, but didn't pay for it. Just kind of like from afar, like it's cool. I got to see Stan Lee, and I think I saw him before as well at New York Comic Con way back when. So, and again, like Brad's saying here, man, he likes remarks. Yeah, me too, man. Like I met Dan Panosian way back in the 90s, and he like drew a prophet face on a prophet number 1, signed 1 through 4. And then, when I was doing all the comic book selling on eBay to get my wife's engagement ring setting, I did the, sold them all on eBay and stuff like that. So, I don't know if you guys saw that other book that I picked up. I could have sworn I had a couple more pickups, but oh yeah, I do. They're all in a stack right here. So this right here, and I want to give a shout out to Drew from Wana Comics for just a clean copy, and this is early John Byrne work. So it's just Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and the Incredible Hulk, issue number 54. Just a clean copy. A little bit of, it's got red ink on the back, and it wasn't in a Mylar and full back until that happened. Of course, everybody wants an X-Men #1. Everybody want that X-Men #1. Who doesn't? X-Men #1 is a great book. Another one of these. Oh, the Dancing Yoda, Star Wars High Republic Adventures #1, retail incentive. That's the second one I was able to pick up. Amazing. So I saw a post from Drew, and apparently, if you guys didn't know, Raw Report exclusive, we're going to be debuting the Haha #4 John Gallagher cover on It's Drunken Chat Friday night, Saturday morning, depending on your time zone. So we go live 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Saturday, but that's 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time Friday. So we are time travelers broadcasting across the internet, and you got to love us for it. So I appreciate all my drunken sharks out there who are following us on the late night YouTube weekend fiasco that is Friday Night Drunken Chat. Shout out to Mel V. Shout out to Lucas over at Comic Crusaders. Make sure you are subscribed to both of those channels. If you are not subscribed to Comic Crusaders, wow, I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, so lots of good stuff going on, fellas. Let me just take a pause real quick. I know you guys are loving looking at my face real quick. Now, probably the sickest $10 buy I got on eBay recently. You guys are gonna love this shit stuff. I'm trying not to cuss, and trying to keep it clean, but so everybody knows that the 90s were a great time. And what do you think about this? Do you guys remember these Marvel X-Men collection by Jim Lee? Yeah, so these are the Jim Lee cards reprinted in comic book format. So some of these were reused, turned into a variant cover later on. Of course, as you know, it's a 3-issue miniseries, and all of these copies came in amazing condition for under $10 shipped. And I was watching another set get bid up. I was like, why is this one getting bid up so much? Like, that's crazy. So let me go and try to find one for cheaper. But yes, I did get all 3 of the issues, and of course, Archangel, drawn by Jim Lee. I do remember the card very, very well. And there's also an all new Wolverine variant that has that on there, because it's really funny. The younger version of Angel actually had a thing with X-23, the same way Cable had a thing with X-23. Comic books, X-Men beyond that. So this one, this book, looking for a good, nice, clean 9.8 copy without the bindery tears was tough, and it ended up getting me blocked by a seller who I know who it is, and he's got beef with me because he's a con artist. So if you got a book up for $16.49 and you don't have auto accept at $15, and somebody offers you $15.51 plus your $4.49 shipping for an even 20 shipped on a book like that, and you block them for that offer, that's ridiculous. You have no business being in comic books, and of course, I do have my suspicions about this being somebody's burner account, but it is what it is. And look here, what we got going here? The Rogue Uncanny Avengers one is great. Pulled in a Mystique Avenger. Yeah, that's actually dude. These are all fire covers, and the ones that actually wound up on books, like Rogue was in that Uncanny Avengers book, so it made sense, right? Like the ones that actually wound up on good books, so worth it. Good call right there. Yeah, might have been. Well, Well, you know, just gotta love it. Like people know who I am. Like, look, if you don't like me and you already know me in the community, just go ahead and block me. Is basically what I'm getting at, Brad. Just making sure that these guys don't waste my time, because when I'm trying to find a book, I just want it. You know, just like anybody else. You want the ability to buy it now and not have douches like that in the marketplace. But you know, just piggyback on an order. Of course, I had to finally get me a copy, and of course, it came completely wrangled. I have to throw it through the press, but no color breaks, thankfully. But the package did not fare very well. I haven't sent the seller anything on it yet, but it's okay. It's okay, because that book was meant to be padding for an order. Nice copy, let me tell you. Oof. Heartbeat, you know what I mean? And now I got to give a shout out to Solo Wookie from Modern Comic Mayhem and Tales from the Dark Side, because he sent me a care package, knowing that I'm on a little bit of a 90s nostalgia kick, like a few of my friends are. So in there, we're all about some Gen 13 newsstands, right? So there's the Unreal World #1 in a newsstand. It definitely needs a press, but still a very nice copy. Can have serious potential. And then these two are amazing. And the Zero looked really, 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 really good. The issue number up next was the one that when he told me he had it, I was like, dude, I had one signed by Campbell back in the day with certificates of authenticity. And he did it in his old signature too, which was like really, really rare. And like, now that I think about it, old Campbell signature, like his early Campbell signature, is very different than his late. So, but he hooked it up with the Gen 13 #2 newsstand. So I am so close to that whole set of newsstand run for all the Campbell stuff. So tune in. You guys know I like to complete runs of certain stuff. And Steve, I think it's a little bit more about our childhood has inflated. It's not that it's expensive. It's that inflation is a you know what. So you guys know that I like Transformers, right? Transformers are cool, right? So my main Transformers collection had to deal with the IDW G1 universe, which was 2005 until basically like 2018. In that run, it basically incorporated everything, all the different versions of Transformers, from different universes, Beast Wars and all those other things, which was awesome. So you had things from Rescue Bots, even Boulder from Prime and Rescue Bots was even included in it, which was really cool. But then there's the classics that you can never forget about. One of those classics happens to be the animated movie. And right there is your Rodimus and Cup versus the Sharkticons. Very, very much a very big iconic moment from that movie. I love it. The animated movie also had retail incentive covers. Now, the only ones I need left to complete the set are issue number 4, which I did not bid up high enough on an auction and got outbid on, and that was the last time they were listed. So, but I want to clue you guys in on just a little tiny bit of comic book history. So, Transformers has retail incentive covers that are sketched on, right? And I'm sure you guys have probably seen them before at your stores, usually up on the walls, and they're usually pretty expensive because it's a higher retail incentive ratio, usually an RIB, sometimes even an RIC, and D, and I've even come across. So there are, in the IDW universe, there's some serious ones that are just like high ratio. There's one that's a little bit special though, and so. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Tony. Well, you're going to love this because this next book has a huge story behind it. So if you guys use Key Collector, you probably saw the alert go out about a book in the Transformers universe. But he doesn't know as much as I know about this. And I'm talking to you guys about a book that I honestly wish I could afford to buy multiple copies of, but it's such an expensive book because of the history behind it. So this right here is Transformers Regeneration 1. If you guys have never heard of Transformers Regeneration 1, The Marvel series ran for 80 issues. The original writer from the end of the Marvel run, Simon Furman, was also the architect of the IDW universe, but had been taken off of writing the main universe and was put onto writing the continuation of the Marvel series, canceled at 80 issues, which apparently they had a lot more story to go to, but they did cancel them initially, and they did Generation 2. Well, this story completely negates Generation 2 from existence. Generation 2 basically is an alternate universe, a different continuity where Generation 2 happens. So here's a little bit more Transformers knowledge for you. The Regeneration 1 starts at Free Comic Book Day. Then that's 80.5. Issue 80.5 was again written by Simon Furman, and he wrote all the way to issue 100. There's also an issue 0 in the mix. So you have 81 through 100 plus an issue 0. And then just recently, Simon returned and did Transformers 84, issue 0. And then Transformers Secrets and Lies, 4-issue series, all taking place in the mainstream Marvel continuity. So boom, Marvel knowledge for you, right? Well, this right here, everybody, is probably the holy grail of the Regeneration 1 run, because it's an unsketched blank. This is Transformers Regeneration 1 number 100, RIB. Okay, so the story behind this one, Herb Trimp, who drew Transformers number 1's famous cover, also the artist who drew Wolverine for the first time in Incredible Hulk 181, was supposed to do the sketch cover on those RIB covers. When he passed away, he did not have them completed. There were a few of them that he had done, but all the blanks were sold through Patricia's estate, which is Patricia Trimp, his wife, and then the remaining copies went into the hands of collectors through that estate sale. So basically, she got money through the estate sale of those. I was able to obtain a copy. I'm not sure where my copy came from or if the proceeds went to her estate. I'm thinking maybe making a donation to the Herb Trimp estate if that's possible, if she's even still, accepting donations for that kind of stuff. But it's an unsketched blank that Herb Trimp was supposed to draw on. And they didn't get out. Basically, they weren't really released to stores because of the situation. But with that situation, so there's a CGC board topic about this. So they talk about people getting the blank sketched on, stuff like that. I'm going to try to obtain another one, but they're super duper expensive for a raw copy too. But if I can get another one, I would like to have one undrawn, and then I would like to get one of my favorite Transformers artists, Alex Milne, to possibly do something creative, maybe a little homage. So we'll see. And there's a lot of good stuff on there, and I really want to now give a shout out to everybody in the Spine Ticks crew. And hey, Sith Lord, you're just in time, bro. What's this? So shout out to the Spine Ticks guys too. Really good peeps over there. If you're not subscribed over to Spine Ticks, definitely are missing out on some late night Saturday night stuff. Every now and then when I get in from my Saturday night weekend out shenanigans, I'd like to work on the presser and my FOC on the secret variant, and maybe some little drunken chat slides, and then I'll try to listen to to some good YouTube in the background. Maybe interact with some good YouTube chats, and Spot Ticks just happens to be on, and every now and then I get an invite on, and that's great. I really appreciate the invite, and just anywhere I can talk comics, I would love to. McClay's going to be on this Saturday. See, that's awesome. See, it's good stuff. See, last weekend, man, look, I got home and honestly I was listening to you guys for a little bit and I crashed out. I got tired, which does happen after a night with drunken chat. But Sith, if you weren't here earlier, and I want to remind everybody that it looks like we're going to have John Gallagher on drunken chat this Friday. You guys ready to see this haha number 4? I got an invite. See, this is love right here, man. This is amazing love. I really appreciate you, man. That's amazing. And basically, I'll just shoot you a link. Just shoot me a link, on Saturday, if when you're rolling in. And if I can get to you, man, I absolutely would love to join. Just like I said, I love to talk comic books. So I do got one more thing. I know I was going to end it on Transformers, but I'm getting ever so close, guys. But I had a little bit of a mishap, so I have to send a book back. But I'm one closer to this whole set. Waiting on a shipment from JTC as well. So if you do collect Star Wars action figure variants, you need to hit me up. And where you need to hit me up is this little place right here. Hold on, let me get. Where's my slide thing? Here we go. Hit me up on the IG if you're into collecting the Star Wars action figure variants and you have extra copies of some of the JTC exclusives you'd like to offer up in trade. We need to talk. If you got copies for sale, they're near Mint Plus, pressable to 9.8. I am down. So hit me up through any one of these means. IG, currently on a 7-day ban for Facebook, just because, fighting people with fake names with my real profile is not going well with these new community standards that are completely outrageous. You can't even intentionally misspell a curse word to try to not to get caught by for community standards. So it is what it is. But you all are great, and I really want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat supporting me on the way to 1,000, because y'all know I'm building I got a separate long box. So who's this? Who this? Perpetual. You got a stack of Lotte covers? Oh man, that's awesome. So hey man, Perpetual, shoot me an IG DM and we'll talk, okay? But I do again want to thank you guys. The Ultra Box is going to be a internet shattering box, only rivaled by the Drunken Chat box. And why is that? Is because I am going to be packing it with insane books, and I hope you all just please pay attention to places that I post. I know I'm a full-time dad, so I'm not really out there as much as I would like to be doing this full-time, but it's fun, and I have fun doing it. And talking comics is amazing, but make sure you are subscribed over here to the Raw Report, because that's where you guys get little tidbits like the Speculation Matrix. And, of course, the Secret Variant is my FOC show. Make sure you are subscribed for that. And if you're watching this video on the rewind, make sure you do like the video. Please share it. Please leave me a comment below. Later on tonight, in fact, in about 9 hours, it'll be time to go live. Wednesday night presser, everybody. And that's going to be the review of all the new comic books that I was not able to get today. But I'm still going to make a brave attempt to read some stuff before I go live. And, it's going to make me have to go digital, but I'm going digital, everybody. I'm diving into Comixology. So, free plug for them, right? But don't forget, you need to be subscribed to Tales from the Flip Side, because not only is the presser the best review of Wednesday night comic books out there, look at all this other stuff we got going on over there. The Modern Playbook team with the Prospect 10 list and the round table, absolutely fire, killing it. Modern Comic Mayhem, absolutely killing it. 3 Comic Money, all these guys, Tales from the Dark Side also doing good stuff. Comic Book Women, absolutely crushing it. So make sure you are taking a look to all the content we're dropping. And massive thanks again to Mighty Mel V. Don't forget, Friday's going to be insane. And I got something for you. You guys know that I like to give you a little something to look at. It's called the Spec Matrix. And if you want to see the Raw Report variant edition over there, where I give a Speculation Matrix exclusive, you need to be subscribed over to Mighty Mel V. And shout out to Wanted Comics for the opportunity to show the Gallagher cover. Make sure you are also paying attention to Herd S. Eric, who is one of the graphics people in the community. And soundtrack provided by White Bat Audio, everybody. So this is where I'm going to peace out. I got to get back to dadding and spend a good half hour with y'all. And I really appreciate y'all spending your time with me. Looking forward to seeing y'all later tonight. Peace.